It took 4 years. 4 years for somebody to make these calls with me. It took 4 years of trying to get help for Bo Fisher hooked me up with Meg. People want to keep their shit private. They had every opportunity to come forward. They had every opportunity to allow me to do the things that I needed to do. They had every opportunity, most of them, to keep their word. There's a lady who's speaking up now. I should have been given the option of assisted suicide. I keep getting told what a burden I am. You know, when Miss Jerry needed help moving 7 different times, I helped her. She couldn't come forward and be honest about that. Everybody's excuse was they were in a different state. And they won't take a report from somebody in a different state. Meanwhile, Kara Johnson Miles got to prevent me from even speaking up in court. Got to have her lies in my court date in Arapahoe County. It's all fine and dandy when you're able to do those things, isn't it? But what about when you're not able to do the things that people are expecting of you? When you're not capable of doing those things, but that's what people want to shove down your throat. The grass is always greener on the other side, isn't it? My dad could have spoken up. He could have told the truth. He chose not to. Now people know that he was a felon. People know that he sold an AR-15 to an undercover cop. People know that he was busted with 38 counts of cocaine possession with intent to sell. Dad, you had every opportunity to be honest. You weren't honest. So I was. Not a crack pipe. It's tobacco. I fished these out of the ashtray downstairs. People want to pretend I'm a drug. You know, I don't even like smoking pot. Misa K. June typed, "Hey, so glad to see your face again. I know things aren't as great as they could be, but I'm always pleased to hear your voice and your opinions." When you're called mentally ill, that right there should be an automatic approval for someone who wants to commit suicide. They're not human beings to your society. You don't care about them. You will let people do whatever they want to them and just not care. Your addictions are more important, aren't they? I was victimized for over a year because I was dehydrated on my fucking birthday and I needed help on my birthday, October 18th. I was there specifically in that town because Natalie was gonna fucking kill herself if I didn't show up. You really think I wanted that on my fucking conscience? And then what'd she do? She played like I was some sort of a horrible person because I told the truth. She claimed I was slandering her by telling the truth. Guess what? I told the truth. Joseph Michael Lopez blew her head off. That's the truth. The truth is, you don't mean shit to anybody. People get on my channel for entertainment. They don't fucking share my story. They don't speak out about how horrible it is. You come on here for entertainment. If my dad had a choice between telling the truth and seeing me dead, he's a sorry ass son of a bitch. He'd rather see me dead. Then somehow it magically alleviates his sins. He wants to bring up shit that happened 20 years ago he didn't even have any fucking clue about. Just assumed. But he doesn't want to stop and think about the fact that him selling all that cocaine and selling illegal firearms, it didn't register to him that I had to deal with being drugged up like a motherfucker and raped. Now, if he'd have just tried being a fucking dad, that was too much for him. If my mom could have just tried being a mom, but it was too much for her. You're pleased to hear my voice and my opinions. Well, you know what? My opinion is that any man who has been accused of stalking should have the option of assisted suicide. Because as soon as a woman starts playing that shit, a lot of other people get involved in destroying that man's life and making it a living fucking hell. There's a woman named Sarah Rubiolo, and I told the truth about her. I told the truth about parts of the situations that she was involved in. With all these people, there's a story, every one of them. Each one of these places, each one of these people, they're not going through the shit that I got to go through. They had to go through it, some of them, once. So that's the thing that Natalie didn't understand is that her little white lie, because she didn't want to get in trouble for being friends with me. Friends. And then it got all blown out of proportion. I went to everybody that I possibly could to try to get help. I should have been the one to get a bullet in the head. Natalie and I both wanted our lives to end. She stole my suicide. Big difference between her and me. Big difference between her sister and me. Even after all the fucked up shit that Natalie did, when she disappeared, I tried to help find her while everybody was arguing on Facebook. I've never raped anyone. I've never killed anyone. All I wanted was for them to leave me the fuck alone. That's too much to ask, though, isn't it? You think this is being left alone? Natalie destroyed any chance that I had of ever having a decent life. She destroyed every friendship that I had, every relationship that I had. You want to blame it on me? No. When you say rumors like that about people, when you start rumors like that about people, they have zero fucking chance at a decent life. You think I wanted to come back to Chapel, Nebraska? This place is a fucking shithole. It's full of fucking cowards. Sure, you're 3 times my fucking size and you can swing at me. Congratulations. You think that makes you less of a coward? It fucking doesn't. I explained to Natalie what fucking happened, how people were treating me, or at least I fucking tried. She threatened me with the police. I told her to give them my fucking number. It needed to be dealt with like adults. Two people talking like human beings. If there's got to be a fucking arbiter, so be it. It's not like nobody fucking knew what was going on. There were plenty of people that knew what the fuck was going on. There was plenty of people that were pulling this shit. People want to pretend like they love me, but then they look away. My little sister, she wanted to help me when it made a difference, when it really would have made a difference. Really, without these people speaking up, obviously they're not going to. Laura Nelson is a fucking coward. Her goddamn husband is a coward. They're not good people. Good people don't look away. There's a lot of shit in this that Laura Nelson was involved with, and David Nelson too. Now, I wasn't trying to say they were bad people or that it was their fault that I got stuck in the road in Virginia. That wasn't. I mean, it was a whole series of fucked up shit that all had to drop into place fucking perfectly for that fucking shitty incident to fucking happen. Here I am, dehydrated as fuck, stranded at this point in Chesapeake, fucking Virginia. I am severely fucking injured from this shit that I have gone through, both mentally and physically at this point. I mean, this point in the story, 2016, October. A lot of people they want to tell me their stories. They say they want to help, and then they tell me their stories. That's not helping me. You see all this? You see all that? That's me apparently not trying to get help. You see all that? It's a lot, ain't it? Well, the sister came over and she helped me to sort it. When you have a penis, you don't get an honest chance. I needed someone to go in with me before Natalie was fucking killed. I reached out to our mutual friends, not a bunch of fucking random people. Our mutual friends. These were supposedly my friends too. Well, they weren't very fucking friendly. All over a goddamn rumor from a bunch of fucking junkies. And then you guys don't want me to say junkies. You want me to say nice things. Oh, well, she's a poor addict. That poor addict. That poor addict lied. I use what I know how to use. I know how to use YouTube just barely. I know how to use Facebook. I know quite a bit more about Facebook than I do about YouTube. But there's still a lot of shit I can't fucking navigate in that. Here's the thing. The cops need to get into those Natalie Bollinger groups. They need to get that fucking evidence. Instead of pretending like I'm fucking schizophrenic. What, you think of after having that shit all over the fucking news like that, the people just leave you alone? You think after shit like Sword and Scale and Hannah Solves and Rob Gavigan, all recycling the same bullshit story? You think that makes it okay? You think that makes it okay to fucking harass me and threaten me? I don't have a support network anywhere. Everybody in this fucking town is either afraid of the fucking sheriff or they're friends with him. One or the fucking other. Laura Nelson's got good reason to be afraid of the cops. Most of these people do. At least I told the truth. It's more than I can say for Sarah Rubiolo Spice. That's more than I can say for Laura Nelson. That's more than I can say for Teresa Orn. That's more than I can say for Natalie Bollinger. That's more than I can say for Alicia Bollinger. Despite the hell that they put me through. When I found out Natalie Bollinger was missing, the first thing I did was try to help fucking find her. While her mom's getting on my fucking Facebook calling me a fucking stalker and being a bitch. After a whole year of fucking hell. I mean, literally, all it would have fucking taken was me being able to face my fucking accuser and say, hey, people are hurting me. People are assaulting me. People are threatening to kill me and my fucking family. Will you please ask them to fucking stop? She didn't need to block me. She just needed to ask people to stop. I knew her and her sister when I left Virginia. That should have been the fucking end of it. But no, they're incapable of honesty. And it's fine. We don't expect honesty out of women. We're just expected to harm people over everything a woman says. I'm tired of people telling me to breathe. I've got fucking 5 years of bullshit to explain. And I got to try to fit it into a 30-minute goddamn segment. People say, oh, well, you should surround yourself with positive people. Where are they? Where are they? The guy that I lived with is depressed. Brenda Dickinson, constantly bitching about every goddamn thing and then talking to me about her fucking bowel movements. Laura Nelson, constantly talking shit about everybody in fucking town. These people this, and these people that, and these people this, and these people that. Well, she don't do that to me no more. You know why? Because she knows I'll fucking say something. I shouldn't have had to move all around the fucking country to try to get help. I shouldn't have had to depend on alcoholics. I shouldn't have had to depend on people like Graham. I needed that officer to take the situation fucking seriously at my grandma's funeral in April of 2018. I needed somebody who was not a complete and total fucking moron to speak up. One of the reasons I'm against religion, any religion, is because of the lack of fucking critical thinking skills. The complete and total lack of an ability to actually look. And after growing up Christian, I'm disgusted. No, I am not going to claim to be Christian. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh. These people bullied me to the point that I was begging people to shoot me in the fucking head. Now, rather than find out what the fuck is going on, everybody wanted to give me fucking advice. How many times in the last 5 years has Sarah Rubiolo tried to actually find out what happened, find out what's going on, or even ask if I'm okay? Oh, yeah, zero. Not even once. It's a goddamn popularity contest. I'm tired of begging people to tell the fucking truth. But you know what? I have to take all of this abuse because you're a fucking coward. Sarah Rubiolo Spice, Laura Nelson, David Nelson, Brenda Dickinson. People are fucking scammers. Out of all of the people who claimed that they were going to help and claimed that they were going to speak up, how many actually fucking did? Sarah never said she was going to speak up, but then again, she fucking should have. But it's fine because it's not happening to you. It must be magically okay because it's not happening to you. When you're called mentally ill, you don't have goddamn rights. People want to bitch about poor Britney Spears. Poor Britney Spears. Poor pretty white girl with lots of money. Assisted suicide should be legal. Alicia Bollinger disappeared 3 different times. 3 different times since Natalie died. And Bob B. Forrest got a hold of me all 3 times to let me know. And I did my best to try to help find her and get her safe. She's not the only person I did that with. Some people are not considered human beings to your society. I think that just being accused of stalking should be enough for someone to qualify for assisted suicide. People didn't want to come forward. They wanted to tell me things that they weren't willing to tell the police. People like William Barr. If those things aren't true, don't fucking tell me that shit. I got to organize it and put it all together. But you know what? There's no fucking reason to do so. At least my sister has the stuff to video lights and shadows and shit. I said, help me or kill me. I need help stopping the abuse. And people wanted to give me pretty words. I've had to deal with this gaslighting bullshit. One end of the country to the other, I've had to depend on drug addicts and alcoholics and their volatility. And I have to sit there and be quiet and pretend that it's not traumatic to go through that again. And even though they're not yelling at me, the fact is they're still yelling. Well, you're scared when I yell? At least I'm yelling about the right shit. Shannon Alvarado wanted to yell at Rick McCormick because there was a 15-minute window while he was an Uber driver. There was a 15-minute window where he could have possibly had sex with someone. And then she wants to use me as the fucking go-between. Like, Sean, verify. What do you think? What do you think? I think that you should fucking make your decisions when you sober up. Of course, I didn't say it like that. Can't say that to an alcoholic. And there was Brett Roloff's girlfriend up there, and fucking, god damn it, I can't get the lid off. I don't have the fucking. All of these people who pretended to love me showed that they would rather see me dead than speak out. They would rather I would be a corpse in the ground. These are the people who are supposed to be my friends. Would rather see me in the ground than speak up about what they know. But it all comes down to popularity, doesn't it? I don't want to go through this anymore. These things happen to innocent people because you let them, you allow them. I don't want to go through all this shit. You know what Natalie Bollinger's lies robbed me of? actual positive people. The only things to do in Chapel, Nebraska are get fucked up on meth, get fucked up on alcohol, get pregnant, and talk shit about everybody else. That's small towns for you. It ain't just Chapel. I am for assisted suicide because assisted suicide should be legal. Now, did I get anything in writing? Isn't that what Marcia was going to do? She was going to get a hold of Joan Hanson and get something in writing. Did she ever? I realized that was earlier today, but earlier yesterday. It's Thursday already. I need fucking help. These people are not taking the fucking situation seriously. Obviously, I can't see any of my loved ones. Obviously, the pieces of shit in this town, just like Sarah Rubiolo Spice, is also a piece of shit. Decent people would have spoken up instead of ignoring it. You can't claim that you're my friend after ignoring it. You can't claim that you're my friend when you never came forward about what you knew. I am abused daily. Daily. Neglect is abuse. What's been done to my finances is abuse. There's a lot more evidence I gotta fucking collect. I need help getting it. But I'm not getting any help getting it, am I? No, what I'm getting is more fucking abuse. More goddamn bullshit. Did you try helping how I need? That's the important question. Did you follow through? I need help turning in my fucking predators. That's what I need fucking help with. But you think it's okay because you went out of your way to drive me crazy. I have to deal with this abuse in real fucking life. But it's fine because Sarah's not going through it. David's not going through it. Laura's not going through it. Brenda's not going through it. There is no fucking reason to try. None. Obviously. 5 goddamn years of trying to get this shit to stop. No matter what. I will never be able to go and see my loved ones in Colorado. Surround myself with positive people. They're all fucking dead. They're all dead. All of them. They're all dead. All of the positive people in Colorado that I wanted to see, they're all dead. They're all dead. Ken and Leah's. I gotta listen to them all the fucking time, constantly sad, constantly depressed, and it's okay. But it's not okay for me, is it? It's okay for them to rip me off. But it's not okay for me to try to get help. Pretty words is not positivity. You know what was positivity? Hanging out with Mobley in real life. That was positivity. Christine was never fucking positive. She wanted to talk about the Jesus a lot, but there's a difference between being a positive person, doing positive things, and rehearsing a fucking script that you got out of the fucking heroin user's manual.